Welcome back, trainers. So we have another Go Battle League in the Premier Cup, and I'm actually going to be hitting rank 9 here, as we've been kind of experimenting with all kinds of different Pokemon, and we're, hitting it a little bit late, but that's perfectly fine. We also had done our sets for the first season of Season 4, so we can potentially try to hit rank 10 in Season 3, so we kind of wasted our sets right off the bat. But anyways, back onto the Golurk here. This thing is something I've been wanting to test out for a while, and unfortunately I didn't have the best luck, but that's not going to say it's horrible. On Twitter I said it's trash. I'm not going to say that in this video because it is not necessarily trash. It just has a very unique role to play. It is going to be losing to quite a few things. I mean, Venusaur, Charizard, Swampert. I mean, it's not looking so hot, and these are going to be prevalent Pokemon that you're going to be seeing commonly in the Premier Cup, so it is going to be kind of hard to run away from that, and that is where the Pokemon that you're going to have in the back are going to come into play. So I'm going to be using a variety of different Pokemon to test it out because, like I said, I wasn't having the best luck with it. Could have been my personal performance, the Pokemon I was picking, and just the all-around gameplay. I guess that's the performance, but it wasn't looking so hot for me. But there are specific matchups that Golurk is going to be looking pretty good. Now, we are going to be going with Earth Power first, and we're going to swap that out for Dynamic Punch later on. I meant to go with Dynamic Punch from the get-go, but it's not a horrible move to have that Earth Power too. Alright, so it is going to be a Ground and Ghost type, so it also has to look out for Dark, right? If you go up against Obstagoon, it is going to be weak to Fighting, very weak to it, so if you're able to actually land a Dynamic Punch, that is going to be a one-shot for sure. But otherwise, like we discussed, it is going to be losing to quite a few meta-relevant Pokemon, so it's not great. Now, here we go. Speaking of things that is actually going to be good up against, that's going to be Machamp, right? So basically, Counter is not very effective because you're Ghost, Rock Slide not very effective because the Ground, and then Cross Chop not very effective because Ghost, right? So can you reflect back on to when they were going to give Machamp the foul play for Community Day? That would have been pretty useful for it, but I think Rock Slide and Cross Chop are going to be more optimal for it. So Golurk going up against Machamp is going to be fantastic, absolutely amazing, but the Shadow is still going to be hurting it quite a bit, even though the Rock Slide resisted, because Golurk, despite its big appearance, it's actually not going to be the tankiest thing around. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the commentary because it's not going to be a very long video because we don't have the best gameplay around. So up against the Lapras here, this is good. We're expecting them to potentially swap. This is a winning matchup for Empoleon because of the Steel typing as well. And of course the Water resisting that. And then the Ice Shards are going to be resisted by Steel and Water, so we're looking even better in that regard here. So typically you want to just keep going for Drill Peck. I just went for Hydro Cannon just for kicks. So they're getting off another Surf here. Skull Bash actually would do a decent amount of damage, but it doesn't look like they have it. Probably Ice Beam and Surf, assuming because of the Shiny. Alright, so we're winning that matchup without having to use a shield, but here comes the problem. Alright, a Venusaur. Like we were discussing, we didn't swap, so we're allowing them to farm. They probably have a Frenzy Plant and some Change ready to go. So we're not looking great. Of course it's going to be a Sludge Bomb. We're weak to Poison type, and they have nothing to lose. They don't really need to bait us here, so they're going for a Frenzy Plant now because that's all they need to really do to take us out. We're going to be going for a Rock Slide. We have to figure this out because Golurk can't go up against Venusaur because of the ground typing, and it doesn't have anything to necessarily counter it. Sure, Earth Power, but that takes a good amount of time to finally get to. The quick move on Golurk is actually going to be pretty decent. You're going to be able to do alright damage, right? So here we go. We have one shield left, so shield this up and farm down and just hope we have something that can match up with it in the back here. So they're swapping into a Muck, and nope, no bueno, GG's. Maybe if we had another shield we can go Earth Power, but highly doubt it. We're taking super effective damage from that Alolan Muck there. Alright, good game. Moving it on to the next one here. We're going to be leading with it, and of course we run into a Dragonite. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Empoleon here, resisting everything that Dragonite can throw at us. See what they're going to decide to go with. It's going to be a Dragon Claw, not very effective, and then deciding to stay in here. Looks like they just want to wear down our Empoleon here for maybe whatever they do have in the back that they think it's going to be comfortable lined up with the Golurk. And they're allowing that to go through. Just a Hydro Cannon. Oh, there you go. That's the reason why they let it go through. They have a Magnezone in the back, but this is actually pretty good for us here. Unfortunately, Golurk does not get resisted damage from Steel type moves, so they can still go for Mirror Coat here, or mirror shot. Getting my mirrors mixed up. So yeah, that did a okay amount of damage, and they lowered our attack. They're going for another one here. Now we're just that low. Able to farm it down. We're doing a lot of damage there. Going to go straight for the Shadow Punch, just, you know, getting that damage, and then we have the Muck in the back, holding on to 2 shields, and of course, it's a Swampert, so we're just getting all kinds of messed over here. I'm sure if we kept on with it, we could have potentially pulled off some really good wins, and we get some wins with it, but we're to the point where we reached rank 9, and we went very, very, very spicy before we got here, and we're going to take a look at the score that I actually did get to, reaching rank 9. But since we are here, I continued on with the Golurk into rank 9 and went 0 and 5. Let's go. Right after I did reach rank 9, so the score that you're going to see was dropped dramatically after that because I'm trying to continue to test Golurk out here. So we're going to be able to take the Swampert out and take the win here. So got lucky. Okay, got lucky there. Actually wouldn't call it luck, but just good gameplay, I suppose. Alrighty. Are you guys ready for it? You ready to see what my score is at rank 9? Don't expect nothing crazy because we were messing around quite a bit. So we're going to be sitting at 2,265 is the grand total, folks. So, hey, I don't care. It is what it is. We have plenty of time, and I know I could probably reach rank 10. I'm not worried about it at all. But I really can't mess around like this anymore. This whole using really off-meta Pokemon, it's time to step it up, you know. Use something more meta-relevant. So we are matched up with the Machamp, which was fantastic. They're going to be swapping into Charizard here, and we're looking great. We're going to go ahead and shield this up here and farm it down, or try to. Yeah, no problem. And we have a lot of energy for that Machamp back there. Reaching 100 energy and going for a Drill Peck. Super effective damage. If it gets through, they know better. And we're able to get to another one here with just one quick move. Great. Let's see if they want to invest 2 shields. And they do. Fantastic. So we're looking pretty good. We're going to go back in here with our Golurk, obviously. And we do have the Alolan Muck back there. They're going to be swapping immediately into their Venusaur. And it's about time, trainers. Oh my goodness, I was losing hope. But we finally were able to align with the algorithm, I suppose, and have a good matchup. And we're able to swap into counters, and we're looking fantastic here. The Venusaur, they really can't do much. Just go Frenzy Plant. And it is resisted, obviously. But man, oh man, that Frenzy Plant is just so OP. It still does a ton of damage, so we're able to hit that Gunk Shot. Amazing. In comes the Machamp, just releasing its energy right away, which is great. And we're going to be able to go in here with our Golurk and go with the Dynamic Punch and take the win. All right, with a shield left. Looking fantastic, all right? So, I mean, it's not horrible, like we said. Just not the best matchups today. Met with another Machamp. Oh boy, oh boy. So you're going to see how much Rock Slide does on a Shadow Machamp against a Golurk, which is ground type. Let's see. And it does a lot of damage. Resisted. My gosh, are you kidding me? So we're swapping into our Empoleon. Again, another kind of same team comp that the opponent does have going into that Charizard. It is going to be purified this time as opposed to the clone. And we're not going to be as ahead on the quick moves and the swap that we did last time. So we're going to have to go for that because Blast Burn still does hurt us just because we're part water. It doesn't really mean much. It's Blast Burn and we're part Steel, so it's still going to hurt us. So they're going to farm us down all the way, which is fine. It's not the best situation. We do have energy. We're going to go right for that Shadow Punch immediately on the Golurk. They are using their last shield, which is, I guess, good for us. Going to go ahead and let this go through. It's going to be that Rock Slide. We know it's going to do a lot of damage. Are you kidding me? So we're going to be going in here with our Alolan Muck and farming down. I think we shield this up because the Shadow Cross job, it's going to hurt. And they do have an Ampharos in the back. Now, I think I kind of mess up here. I go for Gunk Shot, and where I probably should have went for a double Dark Pulse. So, yeah, that happened. But you can't win them all, and, you know, we're still kind of getting comfortable with this team, and they have another one back-to-back ready to go. So maybe if I went for the double Dark Pulse, we could have won that one there, but who knows. But still good games. Moving it on to the next one, let's see what we're going to be met with. We're starting it off with the Empoleon. We're met with a Gallade. I mean, we're resisting the confusions, I suppose, but we're going to be taking super effective from the close combat if they decide to go for that. The Leaf Blade is not going to be necessarily super effective, but it is still going to be doing a lot of damage. I do believe they built up to about 2 here, so they're going for 1 Leaf Blade. As you can see, it's it's doing a lot of damage, but we're able to take it, and we're going to let them just use that energy here. I think we're just going to go in with our own Glade. As you can see, we're all over the place with their different team comps, just testing it out to see what did work. And then they're bringing in their Charizard. So, yeah, Golurk can't go up against Charizard. He can't. You can go Shadow Punch, but, I mean, we're not resisting the quick move, and it's not that tanky. So if a Blast Bird hits us, it's GG. It's not going to one-shot us, but basically. And now they're bringing in a Napoleon. Again, another Pokemon that this Pokemon just really can't face because of the ground typing. So this guy has got his work cut out for them. And we're not going to be able to pull this one off, I don't think. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'll be keeping you updated on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more successful battles later. Thank you for watching and take care, trainers.